talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10.
691, Gator Spar.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Easy.
And off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Ready.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Squirrel. Arrow. Squirrel.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, that's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Flare.
Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Many times, the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Hokies are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Slater. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
and just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Ready up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Read up. Read up. 42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Lion. Lion. Down. Timber.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Ready. Go.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
24. Green 25. Ready.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good, solid tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the set.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Pound 55 weak. Tuna. Ready, go.
This is a designed run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offsides. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. A fair catch called for and made.
Okay, ready.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Check.
The give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
Ready.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Jackrabbit. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Got it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Go.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Gaucho. Gaucho. Ready.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Spire.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Okay.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Set. Ringo. Alert. Ready.
They'll give it to him again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on second down. He makes the grab, makes the catch and knock down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Mustangs have moved it inside the 20.
Here we go.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down.
Timber. Pilot.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
29 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield.
Pilot.
They'll go to the ground. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump David.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hokies want to move quickly.
Hey, Cam! Arrow! Arrow! Go!
They'll give it to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Okay, ready?
This offense doing business in the red zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
691, Gator Spar! Ready,
The give to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up for a second down play.
set, hut! Ready, go!
Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Looking to throw on second down. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Griffin!
Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Ready up!
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Zings it complete to the right. Sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That last completion sets him up on second down.
Slap! Belly stutter!
He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
Longer. Cobra.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Black 24. Black 24.
Got his man quickly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
He's going up top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Hornet.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll fire. Fires one high and deep. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
Picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, SMU. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Acorn. Jackrabbit.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Beal. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Fire.
He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Get set. Hawk. Tuna.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
All kinds of running room. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Lizzie, Lizzie. Igloo, igloo. Ready?
Might as well give it to him again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got to pop.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple.
Ball in the air, intercepted!
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Moves.
Wide out in motion.
Go.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made after the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? Pocket starts to collapse. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
325.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets away from 1. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Jackrabbit.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Spider. Roll it.
The give. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
29 Philly. 2 convoy.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead.
Tuna. Go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Easy.
They'll try to get outside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Cricket.
Quarterback checking off.
Griffin. Go.
Wants to throw on third down. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The completion well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Slab. Ready, go.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Terrier.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up.
Rita. Slide 22. Slide 22. Timber.
Looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Black 24. Flip it. Get set.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
On second down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces third and long. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Here we go!
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, going deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go!
He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And the ball is picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Lasso! Lasso!
They believe they can run right here. And the ball's on the ground. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And hold everything. He's going the other way, and he takes it back for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
The clock is just inside, 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win. Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Come on, set!
Try to get it to the edge. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
You want to talk